can either make it, like if mine finishes in time, we can either
Yeah,
make the decision.
that was of course a very epic intro, just what I
Oh,
needed.
hello everyone. Sorry.
Hello. Yeah, I could have told you. We are 15 minutes or 14 minutes into the session, and okay, it doesn't seem to be able to grab the window. Why is that? That is a very weird issue.
Okay. Well, you are certainly
Am I live?
on. We can hear you, and presumably we can hear me as well.
Okay.
But
That is
no
cool.
picture at the moment. My
Mm.
I apologize for this. This is completely my fault. I apologize to everyone watching. We are having technical issues because I did not realize that my graphics drivers needed to be updated before this broadcast. I only found out half an hour
Ah.
ago, and apparently it takes half an hour.
Okay. We should be fine now.
Hey, there's picture. Yeah. Oh, there was a picture. There's a picture. There we
Ooh.
go.
Okay,
Okay.
that is very cool. So, now I've got the control. um, so let me know if the sound and everything is okay. I won't tab out too much though, because I fear my game might die if I do.
Yeah, please tell us in chat if the sound levels are okay. I have the stream up on my phone, but I'm not in
Yes.
game at the moment, so I'll be able to react to what you see on screen in a delayed fashion.
Okay. You clicked the invite yet?
No, well they still haven't finished. Like the driver still haven't
Oh,
finished, so I
you're
can't
waiting
launch
for
the game
that.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, makes sense. Um, okay, so basically, so far the qualifying session has been Triton. Oops, wait a second. That's what I wanted to see. Triton has had a very quick lap on his soft tires in the McLaren, and now he's running towards the line to start his last flying lap. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. Will be enough so that after the lap he might get another lap where he can just save his tires to the end. Which is always useful. So Triton will try another lap, and JJ has got a good lap. He's in P2, but he's actually very far off Triton. Pretorius with a good time in P3. Speedy has put in a lap on mediums. I think he would be second on a set of soft tires right now. He is on his last flyer now. And basically, disaster struck Mercedes. After it struck Ferrari today in real life, in the game, it absolutely... Yeah, both Mercedes... Okay, and Speedy is doing interesting stuff here. Yeah, both Mercedes cars crashed out of the qualifying session. Jesse crashed out into the castle section, and Triton hitting the wall there. And Astro Boys crashed on entering the pit lane, which is obviously something that happens in Baku. And Nick, with a great time, he puts it in first for the moment. Can Triton strike back? Give me the lap data. Oh, Triton is down at this time, and it might actually be a pole for Nick. We'll see. Check the upper right. Maybe he'll get some toe towards the line by that. I think it's a Williams. No, yeah, there's Curtis in here. Yeah, that is him. So, who can improve? Bertus can't. Was it even a lap? Triton can't. So that is Nick still on provisional pole. Who is still doing a lap? He is not, I suppose. Okay, Pretorius not on a lap. Oh, Bertus is on a lap now. And he is flying down the straight here. Is Speedy on a lap? Yes, he is. So Speedy might improve. He will want to... Oh, no! Slash! Oh, and Slash... That'll feed the conflict between Speedy and Slash, I'm pretty sure, because Slash crashed out into Castle and completely screwed over Speedy. Because Speedy couldn't go through there. Speedy will not be happy. Boneless Cigar with a great time puts it in P3 in the Sauber Alfa Romeo car. Dilla P3 for the Toro Rosso team. Someone else still going? I think that's everyone. Yeah, now we just have those who will drive the car into the pits to save their tires. And here we can see Speedy leaving. Visibly upset, I would say.
Well, it looks like he had slash LP in front of him. And...
yeah.
Oh, he almost kills him, and he does kill himself, in fact.
Yeah, we did see what happened, or the camera angle was very, very bad. I had like the shoulder cam of Slash's car, but he crashed out into the castle section, and then Speedy came up and yeah, he couldn't go through, so that was his lap done. So that means we've got Speedy from P8, we've got Astro Boys from P12, Popo just outside of the top 10, on the set of medium tires, decent lap from him, only 7/10 of a second off Speedy, so that's decent.
With Speedy crashing there, does that mean that he gets to start on fresh tires? And are you allowed to do that? That's,
no, it does not. I think it actually adds tire wear to your set of tires.
Oh, does it? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate for him then. I am in the session, everyone. We have made it. So
I'll just keep
I can actually react in real time now.
Okay. Has everything worked out in the stream? I cannot check the chat.
Well, it looks okay to me. Let us know what the audio situation is between the two of us and between the game, so Thimo can make adjustments for the race if you can. But I can't check that because obviously I can't listen to it at a very high volume because otherwise that comes across on the stream as well. So let us know. Tipsy says everything's good, so it looks like everything is good. That is great news.
Yeah, nice to hear that. I don't know if people have already done it. Okay, we've got 12 viewers, so I guess the stream was posted on the Discord. Otherwise, I would have proposed that should
yeah,
happen.
that's yes, it has been. So yeah, that's good.
Cool.
We got people in chat. Welcome along. Sorry for the issues today, folks. But we have managed to sort them out, at least for the time being. Timo's stream is working very well indeed. And I'm in the game finally.
Nice. Hello, Light Cruiser. Light Cruiser's not driving, is he? As well as Jensen, so that's two fast boys we are missing today.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, I think we'll see some more good battles in the future between those guys.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty hyped because we've got, like, if everyone would show up, then we would have a very strong grid here. I mean, we've got several top guys. Like, Jensen showed very good pace and capabilities of battling wheel to wheel cleanly. In China, we've got Speedy, who also is very quick. Astro struggling at the start of the season, but we know from last season that he's definitely a contender. Light Cruiser has also got very good pace, and Nick also occasionally showing up as a reserve and flexing on the others. Honestly, we've been asked in chat, or I don't know if the question was directed at us, but who we got for the win, boys?
Yeah, I think.
So, what's your prediction?
I think I fancy Nick for the win. I think he will be able to stretch the one stop. I think he's on the softs. He's on pole position. He's on not quite the optimal strategy, but very close to the optimal strategy. And I think he is in the best position. I think he's shown that he can do it once already this season from the back of the grid. I think he'll probably win this one from the front.
Yeah, I was about to say something similar, but behind him I'm really not sure. I guess Speedy could have gone a lot faster, so Speedy from P8 on the grid might give us some good battling. Azerbaijan obviously being, or Baku being a track where you can overtake. There's lots of heavy braking zones where you can get out of the DRS and slipstream. That definitely exists in this game. And overtake. And I think Speedy will definitely get some overtakes done. Just the question is, how far up the order will he go? Also, another question mark I would say is Triton, because Triton, we know he's quick, but so far this season has not really worked out for him.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with that qualifying effort. He's put it on the front row of the grid, which is fantastic. And how far was he behind Nick with his lap?
I think it was 2 or 3 tenths of a second.
Okay, so yeah, he's pretty close. He's certainly on the pace, and I don't know. This might be the race where Triton, without the line and without all of the stuff that he was used to in 2018, this might be the race where he sort of he finds his mojo with no assists. It'll be really interesting to see. It'll be fantastic to see if that is the case.
Also, someone we haven't, or like, I mean, I have mentioned him, but Astro Boys from P12. He'll be interesting to watch. Kind of lost his cool in Australia, and he will have to do a lot of overtaking today. But he's starting on fresh medium tires, so
Yeah.
he'll be able to stretch them like 5-6 laps more and then get a fresh set. So in the second stint especially, he'll be able to attack. And now we've got all lined up and we've got our lights. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and they are out and we're going. I think good start from Nick. Oh, Triton already having a little look on the inside. Dylan and Bundesliga running side by side, and Nick has gone wide there and lost the lead to Triton already. Bundesliga maybe even trying to get through here. Oh! I think Nick maybe hit the wall or something. There's someone going off in the background. That's Jesse dead. But Bundesliga challenges Triton. What a great start from him. I did not see that coming at all. Caught me off guard completely. It also caught the others off guard. And Nick is down in P4 already. Speedy's still alive. Astor gained a position.
Yeah, Pretorius as well having a very good start. Yeah. He got a good launch, and Nick with a couple of mistakes in those first few corners. Very uncharacteristic on the first lap of a race. He's lost 3 places. He's down to 4th, and Pretorius is up 3 places to 3rd. So Nick with a little bit of work to do.
Yeah, that's a very interesting start. I did not see that coming, but Bundesliga came from P4 on the grid, and he's now in the lead. So there goes our prediction that Nick will be able to control the race from the start on.
Yeah, absolutely. Triton under a little bit of pressure as well from Pretorius. He's struggling in this first lap. But Bundesliga.
Oh, and both hit the wall there a bit.
Wow.
Jesse already out.
Tires. Yeah, didn't see why. We'll see if we get any sort of a safety car. It wouldn't be the first safety car that Jesse has unfortunately caused on opening laps.
Yeah, yellow flags are still up, but it probably will not be a safety car. We had some
Pretorius on Triton here. This is going to be close. Pretorius with the slipstream. It does work to the extent that he can get alongside the Ferrari of Nick. Also having a good look. Who is going to be able to get this one? Nick going to the outside. Can he get 2 in 1 here? Pretorius breaks nice and late on the inside.
Oh, and he goes wide!
Over-under. And Nick gets 2 places. Very nicely done in the Ferrari.
Oh, little wheel banging there. I wonder if some of them have already got damaged. NJJ very sideways there, and Speedy has now taken Bertus. I think Bertus is in trouble.
Bertus hit the wall in a big way there on the exit of turn 2. I don't know if he lost any front wing. It looks like he might have done, though.
And so we've got yellows. Bundesliga! The leader!
Oh, no.
He's down to P6, and I didn't see that, and now he's holding up NJJ. I guess Speedy gets through there. Speedy up into
Lost
P6.
Lost a lot of his front wing as Bundesliga.
Yeah! Oh, no! That was turn 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think either he lost it on the exit of turn 3 or something weird happened on the entry to turn 4.
And now Pretorius...
of the end plate.
Pretorius just had a look for the lead of the race on Nick. Made a bit of contact. I guess it was fine, though. Triton trails them in P3, Dilla P4, Bundesliga is alive but struggling and will now be under attack by Speedy. Let's go on board with Speedy. Will he actually have a look here? No, he won't, but he shows himself in the mirror.
Certainly thought about it, but decided not to go.
Yeah,
for it.
and
he
now
might be able to outbrake in here. Bonus goes deep though. Yeah, he's got him.
Yeah, that's the move done. Bundesliga down to P7.
I'm just going to watch him through this left-right complex here because I don't know if he can take these flat. He might not be able to. No, he couldn't quite.
Okay, on the main straight now. Pretorius tucked in the slipstream behind Nick. Now he leaves the slipstream. DRS not available yet. So Nick with the inside. Now they are slowly going towards the outside of the corner. So Pretorius' line gets compromised. He doesn't get it done here. But with DRS, Nick might be in trouble. Bit of lag involved as well. Yellows again.
Passing slash
Let's hope
LP.
no
Don't
one
see what the
died.
yellows are for. Popo has crashed in some way on the exit of turn 1, and he's lost a large chunk of his front wing. So Popo's going to have to do a whole lap without that front wing, unfortunately for him, and he's going to have to pit.
So now it looks like things are cooling down a bit. It was quite eventful, gotta say. I mean, Nick dropped down to P4 and now he's leading again. Interesting turn of events. We witnessed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the thing about the Baku race in general, I mean, you are DRS locked if you're in this position, so you're not really going to be getting away from anybody unless you're a lot faster, and you can gain basically more than a second in a lap. And I don't think either of these drivers are going to be able to do that. They've broken away a little bit from third place man Triton, who's under pressure from Dilla, and Speedy as well is not going to be too far behind those guys. So Speedy has played his way into contention, I think, in this race. He's on the mediums. Yeah. They're going to be the better tyre very soon indeed. And I think he's going to have DRS as well for this main straight.
Okay, I thought someone hit the wall in the background there. The Toro Rossos are now running alongside each other, not alongside, but behind each other. And
through the last couple of corners.
Oh, Dilla, no!
Oh, into the wall. Is that Dilla? That was Dilla. In a big way, has lost it on the exit of the right-hander. Didn't see how.
I did, but now Speedy will take the position here up front. What's going on there?
Yeah, my goodness. Speedy up to third, though. Have we lost Thimo?
Yeah. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. Oh, Assetto is actually gone up the order quite a bit. Can you still hear me? Hello, Thimo writes Tipsy. Can you hear me? Did I die?
Can you hear me, Thimo?
Hello? I guess I died on Discord, so Terra cannot hear me, but you can hear me because I've got the stream. Wahaha. I'll try and reconnect soon, but I think probably now is the time to do it. Hello?
Hello. Wow, that was really weird. I could see you were talking and I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, we've already had that last week, didn't we? But I had the stream, so everything was fine on the stream.
Well, yeah, I don't know what that was all about. In any case, Dilla crashed in the right-hander.
We had that on stream. I was shouting around.
So was I.
I'm surprised you couldn't hear it through your open window.
So Pretorius all over the back of Nick for the lead. This is the end of lap 4 now, so we're getting to the point where...
I think we'll have to stick with the battle for the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. It was castle section by the looks of it. Didn't see what happened to him. But Pretorius, is he going to get past here? It looks like he might. Just down the inside very easily into turn 1. He's even able to take the racing line into the first corner. So Pretorius leads. Nick following very closely.
Only a 3-second gap to Speedy. Triton in the pits. The first one too.
Yep, so Triton decides that he is going to go onto the medium side, so he's two-stopping.
He has to get a new front wing.
Oh, so that was why he pitted. So he's two-stopping with the medium side. It's not a disaster around here. You lose a lot of time in the pits, but you also gain a lot of time with the better tyres. So maybe he'll be okay doing that. It is a problem for him.
Yellow flags and /LP is out.
/LP, yep, spun at, where is that?
He went straight, that is turn 3.
Oh, it's turn 3, so yeah, he's doing a 7-point turn, Austin Powers style now. So he's underway again. That was unfortunate. He was running well with Slash. He was up in.
Oh no! Crash! Big one! NJJ! I didn't see what happened, but he's dead. That's Astro actually up into P4, and I haven't seen any overtaking action from him. Probably did some, but there was always something different happening.
My goodness, there's a lot of carnage in this race.
Oh, Bonus guy got a screen freeze in the traction zone, so that's basically, that is very unfortunate. This game has got its issues, and Nick is barely clinging on to the back of.
Yeah, he made a mistake in the second to last left-hander, did Nick? He's lucky to be in DRS, but he is in DRS, so he should be all right. He's going to be. If not alongside, then certainly right up behind that Renault as they get to the end of the straight, and he's still out of DRS range of Speedy, although I suspect not for very much longer.
Yeah, Jensen, I suspect this is going to be one of these races. Speedy with the fastest lap. Yeah. Now Nick right behind Pretorius again. Maybe he might even do something into turn 3. Open
Oh, a
DRS,
bit of
pulls to
lag.
the inside.
Yeah, there was lag there from Pretorius. He got some sort of a screen freeze, so Nick is passed before they get to the corner. So,
Oh, Pretorius! And he
he lost
loses
some
a
of his front
chunk of
wing.
front wing. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can see that. The lower end of the screen. Slash and NJJ are pitted now. OceanChief is behind Bertus. I think Bertus is Bascadinho, but I don't know. Oh, Bertus! Into the wall. OceanChief takes P5. Good race from him so far. Yeah?
Well, did he lose any? Yeah, Ocean having a fantastic race up there in P5, only 15 seconds or so off the lead. But my goodness, this
Sounded
race,
sarcastic.
and you can see how much Pretorius is running, or is struggling rather, running through the castle section. He's got Speedy all over the back of him. He's going to allow, I think, Nick to get away out of DRS range for the time being. I wonder if Pretorius is going to take the opportunity to pit, given that he's missing a chunk of his front wing.
Yeah, he will. I think he will fall victim to Speedy on the straight anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
So probably better to pit now for the front wing. You just don't really get... I mean, there's a lot of time to be gained in braking zones here, and does Speedy go for the lunatic move? I tried yesterday, didn't work. And not yesterday, Thursday. Yeah, and Speedy already passed him before he even
Pretorius not using battery.
Yeah, before we even get the answer to the question, will he pit? And Nick pits as well, so that puts Speedy in the lead. Now is the time where he has to pull out enough of a gap so he stays ahead, or at least not lose too much. And Astro, the quickest man on track right now.
Yep, fastest lap of the race from Astro Boys. Pretorius getting held in the pit lane a little bit by the looks of it, so Nick will have extended his lead just a tiny bit. They both put the hard tyres on. I assume they're both going to the end of the race. And who is that? That is Dead Pixel, who is just ahead of Nick now. And I think Nick is going to have DRS on this straight. So I suspect he's going to be past. Pixel, I think, is moving aside for him even.
Yes, he is.
To lose as little time as possible. That's pretty sensible from Dead Pixel. Nick now sets about trying to close that gap to the two people who haven't stopped yet in this race. Astro Boys and Speedy, 7 seconds separating them. Speedy has made his way very quickly through the field and is now at the head of it, and Astro Boys as well.
Oh! Big hit in the wall by Astro!
Oh, has he got all of his front wing? No,
I don't think he has got right end plate
Yeah.
is missing. By the way,
Absolutely.
Something I've never really known. Is it M plate or end plate?
It's end plate. Somebody else lost their end plate there. That was that was Pretorius.
Who's end
as they
plate?
went through the castle section.
Oh, that's actually pretty bad.
Pretorius
did he
having
just fix his front wing?
Yeah, he did.
Oh no!
He lost a chunk of it in the right-hander, I think, coming out of the castle section. So he's going to be slow, I think, for the time being. I wonder if he's going to pit again, but if not, looking at the onboard now, see how much he's struggling. Can he take the final 2 corners flat? That is going to be the litmus test. It looks like he can, so he might be all right to stay out, but he's got 18 laps to do with that broken front wing. Astro Boys pits from P2, presumably to change that wing.
Pretty early for mediums, yeah, because of the wing, yeah. Also, chat is starting to hype up a potential podium for OceanChief if he keeps it clean. I am not too sure if that will happen. But
well, he's pitted already. He's put the hard tyres on. And how far is he off the lead now? He's 44 seconds. So he's... Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. He's not lapping particularly quickly. So I think it'll be... Even if people have incidents, I think they might be able to get him anyway.
Don't ruin this epic memery with facts and logic, please. Thanks.
Well, we've already seen 2 people crash out of the race completely, and I don't think they're the only 2 we're going to see today.
Yeah. Reality is always cool, or like, things that happen are always exciting until you and your stupid rationality come in and ruin it. OceanChief will get a podium.
I'm sure he will. Top.
Thank you. I like that a lot more.
So, Nick now I guess he's not pulling away that quickly from Pretorius, and he's not really catching Speedy either. With yellows in sector 2, I don't know why.
Jensen is telling us about Speedy actually being able to go faster
Yeah.
than Nick right now. So
He's pulling away, yeah.
yeah, yesterday I pitted, or I always say yesterday, Thursday, I pitted on lap, what was it, lap 11 for my mediums, and I was, I think I was fine. So that's probably like the lap you want to pit. 11 and then 15 laps on the hards, maybe 10 and 16, something like that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So I expect Speedy to come in then. The gap is 19.2 seconds. Standard pit loss time is 20 or 21 or something.
Something like that, yeah. Nick is, yeah, he lost about half a second on the last lap, did Nick? So certainly is not really able to live with Speedy's pace at the moment. Speedy might just win this one on pace alone, depending on what happens. There's yellows flashing up all over the place, and I'm trying to find what it is.
That? Bertus looks like he's got... I can't spot his front wing on the other
hand.
Yeah,
he's had wing damage for a while. I think he... Oh, no, he doesn't have wing damage.
Doesn't.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Huh.
Yep, not exactly sure.
Yeah, but honestly, at the current state of the track and everyone's front wing, I think Bottas would get 10 punctures driving here around here once.
Yep, absolutely. Two people who managed to keep it clean. Yeah, /LP. I don't know, it's quite difficult to get penalties around here. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the corner he's approaching now, it would be one where you can, and I think Popo just hit the wall.
Okay, wing looks fine.
Yeah. You can just go on board with anyone and you'll see them hitting walls. It's pretty funny. And Astro Boys with a penalty, that's actually relevant.
Yeah, that's quite meaningful. So 3 seconds for Astro Boys. Just going to compare lap times here. I think they're going to be very similar lap times. Speedy did a 45.1 this lap. And Nick is going to cross the line now, and he is going to do a 44.9. So he gained just over a 10 in that lap. And I guess Speedy's mediums are starting to really suffer now, and maybe Nick can stay ahead after all, but of course he's going to have the tyre disadvantage for the second half of the race.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that disadvantage will be his biggest worry. I expect...
Ocean on Slash here.
Oh.
Slash going defensive and decides, in fact, to drive straight into the wall. So Slash deciding he was deciding not to brake for turn 1, and he is out of the race.
Yeah, at the point where you get overtaken by OceanChief on pace, you should probably... Just kidding.
Oh, so mean. Oh dear.
What do you think why I retired last season?
So, Slash out of the race. We're down to 11. So all you need to do is not finish last, and you're going to get some points.
Just kidding.
In this one.
OceanChief's life, OceanChief's love, or something like that. It makes no sense. I don't care.
I'm just going to keep an eye on Speedy here. I suspect, as Jensen mentions in chat, that he might be pitting this lap. Dilla has had something happen to him by the looks of it. He is, stopped in the castle section, minus nearly all of his front wing. So that's the contact between the two of them.
Yeah, I guess his front wing is still stopped at the castle section.
Yeah, I think so. Speedy is pitting. So Speedy putting the hard tyres on to go to the end of the race. No need to change his wing.
OceanChief promoted up into P8. And Triton and Popo will have to pit again. So
Speedy's out ahead of Nick. So Speedy retains the lead. He's managed the overcut on the medium tyres. So
actually, cool. That was a quick pit stop, or like
good.
Yeah,
it was.
Lane, wasn't it?
It was.
Lose more time.
Speedy managing to stay ahead, so he's got a 2-second lead, and well, if he doesn't make a mistake from here, I think he's going to be all right, because Nick, with 4-lap older tyres, is going to really struggle to stay with him.
Yeah, I suspect that's going to be what happens. How is Astro's pace compared to everyone else?
Good question. I don't know the answer to that question. I'll keep an eye.
And JJ with 5 seconds, that's unlucky, but he's I mean, as mean as it sounds, he's down in P11 anyways. I suspect he's going to finish there, unless
Yeah,
someone
I
dies.
suspect so too. Yeah, Astro, to answer your question, Astro is faster than Triton at the moment. So Triton's doing mid 45s. Astro Boy's last 2 laps 45-1, 45-0. So good stuff from Astro Boy. He's able to close that gap. Maybe get himself P4 in this race.
I think Astro's missing his right end plate.
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's struggling with a little bit of understeer, I can see. So we'll keep an eye on that. He chops the left-hander there. May well have gotten himself a warning for that one. Already with 1 3-second penalty, of course. And yeah, look at that understeer. That was a lot of understeer on that
Let's have a look
left-hander.
if you can put it, if you can floor it here. Oh, he can,
no, he
but
hit the wall hard.
not in a way
Wow.
you want to.
I
So
think he got away with it.
yeah, I don't think he lost anything. Maybe, I mean, I guess he probably aged like 5 years in the process, but
And that lap
he
was a much
is
slower lap,
still alive.
46.4 that time from Astro Boys. So he lost a lot of time to Triton in that lap.
Yeah, honestly, if he's going to continue driving like that, I doubt he'll make the end of the race.
Yeah, well, if he's yeah, you don't get away with that every single time when you hit the wall on the exit there of that right-hander. So we'll see if he man. He's having to really slow down for these slow corners as well because he's just getting so much understeer.
Up
Astro Boy
ahead,
struggling.
sorry. Up ahead, Nick is already, or Speed is already very well stretching his legs. It's 3.6 seconds now. It was 2 when he left the pits, I guess. So already 1.7 seconds gained, something like that. Even though, as Jensen pointed out, he had cold tires when he left the pits, but still Nick managed to, or he still
Well, what
managed
happened
to.
here? Why are Triton and Astro Boys together? Did something happen to Triton?
Oh, I
Something
guess.
must have happened to
Yeah,
Triton.
there was a yellow in Sector 2. I know that, but
Yep,
I didn't.
that must have been why. So Triton, yeah, must have done something. And does he have all of his front wing? That's the question. He locked up there into that left-hander, and Triton looks like he does have his front wing. Just trying to see on the onboard. He looks like he's all right. So maybe he got away with it.
Maybe he had to take the escape road or something, or parked it in front of a wall. Yeah, just going through this, I think he's got more downforce than Astro does, but Astro with the slipstream, and wow! That's absolute overspeed.
Well, Triton not using any of his battery. I don't exactly know why, but I guess he figures that he can follow Astro Boys and maybe be dragged along by him. Fastest lap of the race from
Yellows
Popo getting a
again.
mistake from Astro Boys as well in turn 1.
Oh, Bertus! Going wide there, now Popo's through, Popo up into P6, but Popo and Triton will have to pit again.
Yep, they
Sure.
certainly will. Bertus probably will not. So Popo flying at the moment, as we see. Astro Boy's going defensive. Was he letting him
interesting.
past? I don't know.
Oh,
Squeeze for Triton.
little hit on the wall there.
Astro Boy sending one up the inside. I don't know about that.
No!
He did, and he almost got
And
his
now
nose chopped
Popo
off
might.
for it.
Popo on the inside now. Can he make the move stick? I think he might have. They are still running side by side through that corner complex, and now Bertus might be the one laughing. Nah, I don't think so. The others are a roadblock, and his run wasn't particularly great, but in the end, Popo is through. Now he goes too deep into that corner, so Astro probably might have thought he could get a comeback done there, but no.
Well, Popo is very fast at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled
NJJ
away from
with
Astro.
the retirement, and it's yellows in Sector 3. I expect that's him. Probably killed himself.
I would imagine that is why. Bertus now all over the back of Astro Boys as well. I don't know if Astro Boys is even going to have DRS here on this straight. Because he's just on the edge of being out of range from Popo. And with that understeer, we have a safety car.
Safety car, full safety car.
Yep.
Oh wow, that actually. Okay, so now Triton and Popo get their free pit stops in. I'm sure they'll pit now and go to the end.
Speedy and Nick were both past the pit lane when the safety car came out, so they weren't able to pit. Pretorius is the first one who's able to pit. He's going to put medium tyres on to go to the end of the race. I imagine everyone else is going to pit. Triton with a 5-second penalty.
And Triton cracks when it matters.
Safety car conditions. Yeah, that's a very, very unnecessary one from Triton. So the top two having to stay out here, and I wonder if they're going to get a pit stop next lap, or if everyone else is going to be able
they're
to
going to
catch up
take
to
the
them.
pit stop, yeah, they might. The others will probably already be lined up behind them.
So presumably, are they driving to it? They must be driving to a delta, and I'm not sure
Yeah.
Pretorius is driving to a delta.
Yeah, Pretorius can push as much as he wants now.
Yeah.
Speedy obviously going very slowly, or how I would say. Oh wow, a new hot lap. 7 point. Yeah, Nick is being even slower under the safety car.
Now maybe he is driving to a delta then Pretorius, because he's not really gaining at all on Speedy or
he's
Nick at
driving
the
to a
moment.
delta, I guess. Yeah, looks like it.
So they are going to get a pit stop, and it is going to be a free pit stop for Speedy and Nick. I presume both of them will probably be putting the medium tires on. They both will have a set, unless Nick used his in qualifying, but I don't think he did.
Yeah, Speedy might have
Speedy, well, he started on the medium. In fact, yeah, they both definitely have a set, because Speedy started on the medium tires from qualifying, and there's a separate set for the race. And then Nick obviously hasn't used the medium tires yet in the race, so he'll have his race set. Possibly as well as his qualifying set if he didn't do any medium running in qualifying.
Put into the pits, Pretorius just exited. I mean, it's not the last corner, but I always think of it as the last corner. It's the last it's the last braking zone.
Yeah.
The last one you don't just Mario Kart. Nick has jumped him. Speedy maybe with a wing check. I don't know.
Speedy must have changed his wing. Yeah, he must have done. There's no other explanation, is there? So Speedy must have had some damage that we didn't know about. So Nick into the lead of the race once again. He started, of course, on pole, but Speedy, I mean, we've seen his pace so far. It's going to be really difficult for Nick to keep Speedy behind him around here for what will be probably 10 racing laps. As the field begins to close up, the person really with the disadvantage here is Popo, who used his medium set of tyres and now only has a hard set to use. So he's got the tyre disadvantage, at least for the first few laps, and probably for most of the rest of the race, actually.
Yeah,
I think
10 laps is enough for the others not, maybe like the last 2 laps max you'll have a slight advantage, and that won't pay him back for what he loses before. So Nick, Speedy and Pretorius now in the safety car queue, and there's a 10-second gap to Popo. He'll catch up though.
Yeah, Popo presumably taking it quite easy. That Haas, he's on those hard tires. In fact, he's not taking it easy at all. I can see he's trying to catch those guys.
The question is, will safety car be in this lap? You normally always see it end of sector 2, which will be next turn, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't think it will be. I think it'll be another lap. I'm not sure though.
I think so as well.
Yeah, so they passed the line now, and yeah, no message. So another lap, which means we will have the whole field nose to tail.
We've only got 10 runners remaining, of course, after the death of MJJ. So that means points!
Points for everyone. We've got no /LP, unfortunately, to entertain us behind the safety car this time. Maybe next time we have a safety car, we'll have him again. But,
that took a while. Oh no.
Sorry, Slash.
F-set shot.
Too much fun.
I must agree with Wimpy on his statement. Let's go Ocean.
Let's go Ocean. Who's certainly going to get some points. Don't know exactly how many yet. There's plenty of racing, of course, in this race still. 10 laps to be precise. He's going to have to keep 2 cars that I imagine will be slightly faster than him behind him, Dilla and Dead Pixel, on those fresh medium tyres. Although Dilla's quite fresh, but they almost are.
Yeah, I think Dead Pixel might you could argue about him. I don't know. The Pixel OceanChief maybe pace-wise similar.
Yeah, I think that's right. There's always the potential for carnage in front.
Ocean will have to worry nonetheless because it's Baku and he's within a second for sure because of the safety car. So he will be under attack, I'm sure. Might have. Also, if someone makes a mistake now, they're pretty much done for.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing it now, certainly. And I'm just going to mention one of the people, or really the person who is now very much in play at the sharp end of this race is Astro Boys, who did have that wing damage. He had a big gap and he was going backwards with that wing damage. But now he's up in P6. He's on fresh medium tyres, same as everybody else. And I think there's a potential for him here to move up the standings quite significantly. Maybe even look at that podium in the last 10 laps.
Just from looking at past results, he should have the pace. He dropped assists since then, so maybe not quite. But we'll see. And now Nick is slowing down. Tell the safety car to speed up. It's ridiculous.
Safety car. Oh, there was a collision at the back between Pixel and Dilla. I missed that. 5-second penalty, of course, will be removed. But I don't know if there was any damage there.
I hope there was not. Let's look at this end of the grid. When will Nick accelerate? And he's going! And that is absolutely... Yeah. I think Speedy got caught napping there. Even though, the restarts on this game are really weird. You probably cannot blame Speedy. But will someone attack another driver?
Astro Boy's on Triton.
To turn 1. Yeah, he's already alongside. Pretorius had a bit of a look around the outside, and now Astro. Oh no!
In between Astro Boys and Triton, he got a bit of a swapsy on the exit of turn 1 and throws it all away.
Oh no! My voice died a bit there.
He just made a mistake on the exit. He got a little bit of oversteer, did Astro Boys, and instead of, well, he corrected it, but in so doing, went into the side pod of Triton. Triton got a bit out of shape as well, but it was Astro Boys who spun around. So Astro, well, having gotten himself back into the race with the safety car, he's now, unfortunately for him, pretty much out of it again.
Yeah. Oh boy, more points for Chief. Correct assessment. Dilla's got past Chief. And
Triton lost some wing as well.
Bertus is knocking on the door of Triton.
Yeah, Triton lost some wing in that as well. I think he hit the wall.
Yeah, he was on the outside. Yeah. I don't know if it was unlucky by Astro. I didn't quite see it. I think Astro just stayed to the inside a lot and then. Oh no! Bertus! He just absolutely rear-ended Triton, and now Dilla will take.
Hit the wall on the outside as well, so breathing room for Triton. But yeah, going back to the Astro incident, it was pretty clear to see what happened. Astro Boys just got a little bit of oversteer on the exit. Bertus is going to be past Dilla here very easily, I think.
Yeah, OceanChief maybe? Nah, I don't think OceanChief is quite in play. And quickest lap of the race
closed that gap.
Speedy. So yeah, he's the fastest on track right now, I'm pretty sure. And now Ocean with a late braking move. Sucks himself closer to them.
Yeah, it was Dilla braking early, I think, because he was on the inside. Ocean not really able to carry the speed around the outside, unfortunately for him.
Scripts the wall a bit, so the Pixel is still lurking. Up front, let's have a look. Yeah, not only numbers, of course, also visibly very little of a gap left.
Yep, Speedy going to be lurking behind Nick. Nick is going to hope that the tyre situation is going to get better for him as the race unfolds, but certainly Speedy with the pace right now. And of course with the DRS on this track, it's going to be very difficult for him to keep him behind.
Jensen, the 5-second penalty of Dilla will probably be taken off because it's a collision and it's safety car. I think we take these off.
Yeah. Also, he might get a separate penalty under our system if it was his fault and if it was meaningful, but certainly the 5 seconds the game gives will be removed.
Yes. But another driver who's got 5 seconds is Triton. And Ocean, Dilla and Bertus are all still in range.
That's true.
That Pixel. So Triton actually just ahead of Astro Boys, I think. And now Speedy will probably go for his attack. Lap 18 on the main straight. It's Baku, and it's it's a
No
very long
DRS, of
straight.
course, he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Just not the slipstream, and through he goes. So Speedy leads the race. Nick's best hope is to hang on to the back of that Toro Rosso, keep DRS, and maybe, just maybe, in the closing laps, mount a challenge of his own. It's going to be very difficult for him, though.
And with Speedy, we might get the first non-reserve driver as a victor in the race.
Yep, that would certainly be something. We've got 3 reserves here today. Nick is one of them. But Speedy is not.
He won the other races. The first one was Nick, I know
Nick
that.
won the first one, yeah.
And then probably the second was Etney. I think the
second one was Etney, third one was Copy, yeah. So, no full-time winner yet. I think it's a matter of time, though, before Speedy gets his name on the winner's scoreboard. It might be today.
Yeah, it looks pretty much like it.
Oh, Speedy made a mistake there, though. He made a big mistake.
He's
went very wide. He's lost
P3.
2 places. Yeah, I didn't see exactly what. I think he just outbraked himself. Maybe mistook the braking boards or something. But now he's got it all to do. I think he still has all of his front wing, which is the crucial thing from his perspective. But
Probably
he's got
it stopped.
work to do again. And Pretorius now lurking as well.
And Dylan and Burtis are fighting side by side out of the castle section.
Were they side by side in the castle? Wow.
I mean, on entry probably not, but wow.
I'm amazed they both got through. I'm
yeah.
very impressed with the both of them.
Yeah, so am I. And Speedy going very wide there, out of the last proper corner.
Yeah, I wonder if Speedy has lost some of his front wing, you know.
I mean, it's not an end plate, but the car looks understeery, and now Pretorius.
Yeah, it does.
Pretorius is here and might pick up the pieces. Tucked in the slipstream, he'll go for it.
Is he going to be able to brake late? Oh, he went deep there.
Can he hold it together? He can! Puts his car right in front of Nick's face, so that is Pretorius into P1, and another Renault that hasn't moved on is, OceanChief, but Birch is in the pits. So OceanChief up to P7. Great day for Renault so far. And Speedy, it is a bit more than a second to Pretorius, and he has got 6.5 laps to go.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be a feisty finish, this one. Pretorius making his way to the front, and he looks to have timed his charge very well indeed. Nick, though, won't be giving up just yet, and Speedy, of course, doesn't seem to be too much slower. So I suspect that he does not have any, much, if any, damage.
And Nick looks like he is the slowest out of the top 3 right now. Triton has... Triton with the 5 seconds will be between Dilla and OceanChief, and
That was a brave one over the curb, wasn't it, from Nick? I don't know if he's going to be wanting to do that very often, but got away with it, and it was even quite fast. So that ensures that he will have DRS for the main straight, which I think is what he wanted.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Speedy will also have DRS, but it will not bring him closer to Nick, I'm pretty sure, but closer to Pretorius.
Yep, absolutely. Nick having to save some of his batteries, quite low at the moment. Doing a 43.8 that lap. Pretorius quite significantly faster in that Renault, a low 43 from him. And it's these 3 that are making a break. Popo on those hard tyres doing very well to stay well ahead of the chasing pack behind him.
It's a great race from him. Pretty quiet one. I thought he was down just outside of the top 10 or something at the start. I think he qualified P11 and then was low top 10 all the time, and I thought, okay, Popo really can't go their pace, and now he's in P4. So he's played his hand right. Of course, a bit of luck with the safety car probably helped him out, but he's got the slowest tire compound right now, and he's holding his ground, and he's holding it good, 3.5 seconds ahead of Triton, and 6.5 seconds ahead of Dilla in P6. And every time they are going into the castle section, I just my heart skips a beat. Honestly, it always looks scary.
It certainly looks scary when you drive it, and watching these guys, it always makes it It's a little bit more dramatic. It's certainly one of the most dramatic corners that we have on the calendar, Nick. Certainly in DRS range here, so he's going to be, I think, probably saving some battery for the main straight.
Fair point from Jensen and Chad as well. Dylan on 10 lap all tires now, and there's still 5 laps to come for him. So he might run into trouble. 15 laps of mediums, it's quite a lot. Maybe Ocean can get something off there. I would enjoy that.
Yeah, possible. Yeah, Ocean P7 at the moment. Of course, Triton has that penalty as well. So Bill are actually P5 right now. Ocean is falling away from Triton though, so I think he's unlikely to get him. Speedy closes right up to the back of Nick. But of course, the issue for Speedy is that Nick also has DRS, so it's going to be very difficult for him to overtake.
And Astro Boys has passed their Pixelies. Oh, they're actually fighting. Nah. Oh, wait. Is that a lost front wing for... Yeah, right end plate for Astro is gone. Crabbrave.
Well, did he didn't pit, did he, after that incident with Triton? So I think it's from that, yeah.
I think Speedy's main issue right now is just the fact that Pretorius is using Nick as a shield, because he's dragging Nick along. Nick is holding Speedy up, and Speedy needs to be ahead of Nick to attack Pretorius, but he doesn't get ahead of Nick because Nick can defend with DRS.
Yeah,
I think honestly, like, the thing that would end this misery for Speedy would be Nick dropping out of the 1 second window. Then
yeah, I'm just looking at the gaps now. It's pretty close. Nick is going to have to not lose too much time in that last corner, and it might be now that he does not have DRS for the straight.
Measurement point behind that, and I think now Speedy will do exactly what I...
Oh, it's so close though. He might have it. He has it. Nick has DRS. It must have been very, very close.
But still with a slipstream. Just kidding.
Slipstream
gets closer. Maybe with an almighty send. I'd rather he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. It's better. But he's very close.
Nick has almost no battery left as well. Speedy has half of his battery left. Nick at the moment is on 16%.
Pretorius is also low on battery, so Speedy has got all the battery he needs, and this is actually very exciting. It will come down to the wire. 3.5 laps to go, and the top 3, you could throw a blanket over them. They're within a second.
Yeah, and I mean Jensen, mentioning that Nick is struggling to keep up with Pretorius, but I mean one thing we do know about Nick, he is a canny operator. He will know exactly what he's doing. He will be saving his tires as best he can. He certainly does know how to save his tires, does Nick. So I would suspect that is what he's doing. Speedy, by the way, has got warnings in that right-hander.
Yeah, I was about to
ask. The castle section.
He should get one for that.
In the last 2 laps, he's gotten warnings there. So he's on 2 warnings now, which is going to be difficult for him because a penalty here, I think, ends the race pretty much for Speedy.
Yeah, 0. He's always jumping over the curb. 0.6 seconds from Nick now, so he stays in the DRS, and that basically helps Pretorius. Someone with a yellow, and that is Astro Boys!
Retired. So didn't see what happened. Is that looks like the castle section to me, looking at where he was on track. I'm gonna go on board here with Virtus to see if I can spot something. Astro Boys is... Oh, yep, he's parked in... Oh, and Virtus hits him! Oh, no.
Yeah, I had to.
I think Astro Boy's AI was trying to Austin Power his way out of the castle
that's
section.
What happened. I guess he lost the front wing and then retired, and Virtus fell victim to that, so rip him.
Yeah, pretty much. So Virtus without a front wing, not that it matters too much for him.
Pretorius with a little screen freeze, so that bunches them up even more. Oof. Maybe Nick might be in range. Yeah.
Not quite this time, but certainly he's right on the back of him. 3 laps to go, including this one. We're going to have a grandstand finish here at Baku.
Yeah, that's basically... I mean, that's one of the features Baku tends to have. Close finishes. Like, basically every photo finish I've ever seen in the F1 game happened in Baku. Just because the finishing line is at the end of a very long straight. So,
yeah, that was Bottas Stroll, wasn't it, 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was IRL, but also in game they happen, like in career mode or something. It's always... But I've seen so many people post their very close photo finishes.
Yeah, happens a lot. Nick is reasonably comfortably within DRS range this lap. So with 2 to go at the end of this one, oh, he hit the wall on the outside there. Did Nick into the braking zone? Got away with it just about. Certainly, this is when the pressure will start to tell on these drivers.
With a bad run, so
yeah,
time is against him. He just
Nick's close enough this time, though.
Yeah,
I think Nick's in the pass. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically the problem that there's 2 ahead of Speedy. That is what's keeping Speedy from challenging for the lead. And now challenging for the lead is Nick, and he gets it done. I thought he was out of this. I thought he was the slowest out of the top 3, but now 2 laps to go, and he takes the lead.
Yeah.
And Dilla has passed Triton.
As Dilla passes Triton, yeah, that's I guess down the main straight as well. Those 2 side by side at the moment. But yeah, Nick. I mean, we've said this before about Nick. He knows exactly how to win these sort of situations. He plays the strategic game extremely well. And he's done it here today as well with a lap and a half to go. He's gotten himself into the lead at just the right time. And maybe Pretorius is going to get another shot at it.
Yellow flags again.
Yellows for something. Is that Popo? Popo's gone straight on at the left-hander at turn 3. So Popo losing 2 places. He was 4th. He's now 6th. And, well, it was a great drive from him. It's still a good drive from him, but he certainly lost out.
Oh, Nick with a screen freeze in the castle section.
Oh, no.
And Speedy? He must be so frustrated. Why did he make that mistake? I'm sure he'll be cooking right now. And now he gets a very good run. Will he actually try to send it here? That's not an overtaking spot normally, but they are side by side. And Pretorius is squeezed into the wall. Speedy up into P2. That was a rough one. Maybe Stewards will have a look at that. And now the DRS range is actually broken. So
He's out of DRS.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pretorius
here on the straight.
Exactly. So that is not good for him. And Popo DNFs, and that is OceanChief up into P6.
It certainly is, Ocean. Yeah.
And now Pretorius
left-hander
on Speedy. It hampered both of their chances, and it's the move done. Final lap of the race. Nick with a second of a lead. I think he might have this.
Desperately trying to get in DRS range for this second DRS activation. I don't know if he has it. He doesn't have it, so Speedy might get an opportunity here.
Not a very good run from him, though. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's out of battery as well.
And now he moves to the inside. No send, but he's so... Yeah. Okay. I'm sure Pretorius thought that was going to happen, but it didn't. Might actually be a run over the line for P2, but Nick looks like he will go unchallenged for the victory in this last lap.
Long way to go. Yeah, this is still half a lap for Nick to do without making a mistake. There's plenty of opportunity for him to make a mistake. He's got the castle section coming up. Pretorius as well in that P2.
Okay, no, I am stupid moment for Nick. And it's DRS for Pretorius. Maybe if he can get a really good run, he might try it onto the start-finish straight, but I doubt it will happen.
He's got no battery. He's got no battery. He's like the issue for him. He needs such a good run.
Yeah.
And he's got no battery to do it with, so it's going to be so difficult for him. I think Nick, unless he makes a big mistake here, I think Nick has it.
Yeah, Speedy running wide one last time, and I think Pretorius might be out of the danger zone when it comes to Speedy. And now the run out of here into the hypothetical slipstream, and Nick can already see the checkered flag for his inner eye, I'm pretty sure, and Pretorius will get closer and closer, but that will not be enough, and Nick takes victory in Baku. What a thriller of a race. I am absolutely exhausted, and I didn't even drive.
Absolutely fantastic performance from Nick. He looked like he was down and out in that race, wasn't able to live with Speedy's pace. But just that one mistake from Speedy in the right-hander, as Dilla and Triton finished 4th and 5th respectively. Just that one mistake made the difference. Nick managing to take advantage. He was there to do that. And he takes his second win of the season. Fantastic race.
Wonderful. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I think, if I remember correctly, like the last 2 races, something I said that they were my final, my favorite race of the season so far, of a very young season, but I think this one was even better. So SLR, I mean, it had I think it had kind of I wouldn't say weak, but like mediocre start in Australia, but the last 3 races all have been thrillers on their own, I would say, in some way. Like, and this one absolutely topped it off.
Yeah, no, absolutely agreed. It was dramatic from start to finish, pretty much. That safety car made it a little bit more interesting for the end. I think without that safety car, it would have been probably a cruise to the finish for Speedy. But
Yeah,
with the
so.
safety car, just afforded the opportunity to make those mistakes. And Nick was the person to take advantage. Now then, something we have to do is decide who is going to be our driver of the day. I think. Do you want to go first, or shall I go first?
No, please go first.
Okay, so before the race, I was chatting with Mr. Chief, and he had a good feeling about this race. He said he was very confident that he would get driver of the day, and my response to that was the thinking emoji. But unironically, I think my driver of the day for today would be OceanChief. Didn't make any mistakes, which is always key at Baku, kept it on the road, and that was the important thing, and he got a big chunk of points for it, finishing 6th.
See now, this is the problem. This is kind of emotional blackmailing, because I don't know, like if Chief is up for a thing, that then I kind of I don't know, would be cool giving it to him, but I think the driver I would have actually given it to is the other Renault. It's Pretorius, because
Yeah.
like I mean, I really didn't see it coming. Maybe I was just underestimating his capabilities as a driver. I mean, I remember the guy was driving last season. He was driving in Tier 2, and it wasn't the no assist Tier 2. No, it was the you are a poor driver. That's why you're in Tier 2. And he was there. I mean, he was good in there, and I think he even won that. But I mean, he wasn't a poor driver, but he wasn't Tier 1 ready, I would say. And this season, we're 4 races in, and he puts it into the podium, and he finishes 0.3 of a second off of Nick, and he surprised me in a very positive way. So I would like to give it to Pretorius.
Okay, that was a convincing argument. I can certainly go with that. I think.
Sorry, OceanChief.
Pretorius was the other person who I was considering. But I think you've made a very good argument there. He was considerably faster today than I think we've seen him in the past. He was able to live with the pace of both Speedy and Nick in that Renault. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I think driver of the day, Pretorius. Sorry, Ocean. Maybe next time.
Sorry. Last time I already gave it to Cursed. I don't want to seem weak.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Ocean with the sad smiley face in chat. Sorry, Ocean. It's
Yeah.
but yeah, I think Pretorius certainly also deserving of that award. He had a fantastic race and he contributed to that really exciting finish at the end.
Yeah. So is that where we stand? Pretorius is
Yeah,
our
Pretorius
4th
driver of the day.
driver of the day for this season, and make sure you join us for the EGL action coming up. There's of course tomorrow the usual 2 Sarel race. Next week will be Spain, but in 5 minutes time. Oh God. Oh no, I didn't set up the session properly. Oh, that's great.
Oh no, we're gonna have no grip. That's gonna be great.
Oh no! Yeah, we're going to drive Canada in Assetto Corsa, which will be very much fun, I'm sure. And it is actually maybe the title decider, because, well, I think, yeah, we are the only 2 who can mathematically still win the championship, or like.
Yeah, that is
And
right.
Terrace got such a lead that if I finish 3rd and he wins it, then he clutches the championship already. So that might happen. I hope it doesn't. I hope you crash into the wall of champions in a funny way.
It's
Nothing
very
personal.
possible. I mean, that's reasonably likely to happen.
And then
It's
I might.
brutal. Like the final chicane is brutal on that track. It's not like the F1 game where you can just yeet over it. It's
Yeah.
those curbs are serious business. You can't really touch them.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't wish my opponents much bad luck, but I think for this I do.
In my
Um,
case, yeah, I still don't.
when it's the Wall of Champions, if there's one ironic place for you to make the championship somewhat closer, then it is going to be that. On the other hand, I might also just crash into it and say, hey, at least I'm winning some championship. Um, Anyways, enough memeing. Make sure to join us for that in, I think, 5 minutes time, and with our lovely commentators, the Irish duo of TipsyBob and OceanChief. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I hope you're as well.
Yep,
Stay tuned.
absolutely.
Tara, have you got any final thoughts?
Not particularly. It's
I know that feeling.
Baku is just yeah. Baku is always just a great race. It seems to me, and as much as I dislike driving the track itself, watching other people drive the track is a lot of fun. And I
Yeah,
hope you got a great race
exactly.
today.
It's, I mean, it's basically, I already said that last season, I think, but like, I feel like the tracks that are most enjoyable spectating are just the ones that are the least fun driving. Um,
Yeah.
like, for me at least, I absolutely hate, despise Monza and Baku, and they tend to be the races I look forward to as a commentator because I mean there's always some action because of the slipstream and DRS and overtakes and did I say slipstream? And yeah, I just really enjoy that. Even though and also I mean the pain the drivers suffer while driving it also kind of hypes me. Am I a sick person? I guess I am.
Maybe. Ocean had damage, by the way. He just messaged me to say
Oh,
that he did have
okay,
damage in the first stint.
okay.
So yeah, it's yeah, definitely Pretoria's driver of the day. Just kidding. Sorry, Ocean.
It's not definitely, but it's driver of the day Pretorius. I think I'll stop the stream here. Make sure to join us. Goodbye.
Bye.